Thank you for joining us again. We're going to do another visit here with Mathew Kim, who is an acupuncturist and herbalist, I guess I might say.
Yes.
Herbalist. Mathew talked to us a little bit about acupuncture and the theories beyond, about how acupuncture works and what it's doing to rally the healing resources in the body. I have a couple of questions now because I know that there are a couple of approaches you've used, having been to see you as a client. There are times when you've used the needles and have gotten profound effect. And then there's times when you use other types of stimulation. Can you talk to us about how you approach that and why?
Just comparing the electrostimulator and needle, needle is much more effective because even though we are not directly going into the pain areas, we are still making a little bit of damage to the body.
Right.
That damage itself will increase the healing kind of awareness. So body is more going to healing mode because of the little bit of damage.
It's additional stimulation with a slight intrusion.
Yes.
It's a beneficial type of intrusion.
So any invasion will kind of bring more, kind of raise the healing mode. And then when we treat body's pain or damage or issue using other body parts, depths matter. If you have a pain in your ligament, if I can damage another ligament, it'll be much more effective. If you have pain or your problem level is in the muscle, and I can stimulate another muscle layer, that will be much more beneficial.
That makes sense.
So depths matter. The electrostimulator just itself clicking and then delivering some charge, very hard to manage the depth.
Right.
It just gives a good stimulation in general where we want to work on.
Helps the body pay attention
Yes,
to the right area.
But it doesn't do as good job as needle can do. So needling, if I have a choice and patients are willing to take the stimulation, I'll always use needles.
Correct.
However, like I said, from introductory video, when you stimulate your body and your brain listen to that stimulation and delivers some painkillers to area they need to, because you already set up, have a lot of patterns and old habits, you can easily go back and then lose the effectiveness quickly, especially initially. So normally when we do acupuncture, you have to come at least 2 or 3 times per week initially. If you can, then you don't have to worry about this electrostimulator on your own. But if you can, then I would love to send patient with the stimulator and then do some home care so that we don't lose
it so that they maintain that for the next visit.
Right. Sometimes they go on the trips, or sometimes the timing and money issue, they cannot come every other days. Then that can be really beneficial tool. Or you're home and then simple thing happens and then you just wanna increase or help your body's healing program, you can with the electrostimulator. So there is a good compensation with the electrostimulator. But again, depth really matter.
It does.
Deep pain, you got to go deep. Topical pain, you need to stay with the topical layer with the needles.
With the needles.
Yes.
It's communicating to the different depths of the body.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So right now, we don't exactly know how each needle stimulation is talking to brain. We don't know. we don't exactly know. It's hard to really prove or hard to really kind of ask, right?
It's interesting.
Yeah, hard
People
to
will
yeah,
talk about
yeah,
that, and I
yeah.
tell them, I said, we also don't understand why electricity runs through wires, but we turn lights on every day.
Right.
So sometimes we have a
Yeah.
technology we don't fully understand,
Right.
but we can certainly apply.
Yes.
So you're indicating that acupuncture, it's kind of in that. Thousands of years of experience, we know it works.
Right. So we just, because it always works, we believe it and we use it, but sometimes we don't know how it really works on your brain level, but depths really matter.
And then you're communicating with your patients. You're getting feedback, you know. You're looking for a change in those symptoms that they can pay attention to. Plus, which I know, having come to you, you're looking at things like the pulse, the condition of the tongue, the tone of the skin. So there are so many things that, you know, if I had an issue, I might not notice about myself, but that you're reading as layers of communication from the body.
Yeah. I always say listening. No matter what I do, I'm listening your body, listening to their, not only screaming through pain, but their conditions.
It's almost like subtle talk.
Their colors and their happiness, their satisfaction level. I just listen. But then how do we listen? We are listening to blood. We are listening to the blood work. Because blood has the amazing healing power, yet blood is the one doing all the work. So we just listen to your body using many different tools. Even looking at you, or you looking at your eyes and you're looking at your complexion, I can see some, circulatory issues.
Right. From my little remnant of a cold that's
right.
going on.
If it's so pale, then that's no good.
Right.
Because you're not getting enough blood circulation. If it's too red, you're getting too much.
Yeah.
So we can listen. And then looking at the tongue also shows internal blood work. Where is
almost like a congestion type of a thing, where the blood is not flowing
yes.
as it should.
Is it congested or constricted or not getting enough support? So it's just anemic condition. We can look at your tongue to figure that out. But my favorite tool is your pulse. Your pulse, especially this 3 position in your wrist, especially this is your artery, right? Clean blood coming here, and we only care about clean blood. Clean blood, how does it flow? And then when this blood comes, there should be certain shape, thickness, strength, and speed.
And whether it balances in both sides, correct?
Yes.
Are you reading different systems?
Yeah.
Or?
So both sides will give little different information, but basically this blood vessel, when they reach up to here, if everything flows well, everything is in order, they will show certain jumps, strength, and thickness, and depth, and speed.
And I know you're looking for different levels in the pulse,
But,
as you've...
Right, but then anything is off, any constriction or too much heat, too much cold, congestion, dampness, or injury, blockage, or even cancer, stones, too much change in the skin or muscle layer of the organs, then the blood quality and shape and speed will change. We are looking at that particular change.
So it's a great diagnostic
yes.
tool.
So with
Wonderful.
At least 27 to 29 different quality and 3 different levels and 3 different locations we are checking. We've been mapping body condition with this particular abnormal pulse. Then we can diagnose what's really happening in terms of blood circulation in certain organs or certain areas. So more likely this side will be not exactly half and then half coming here, half coming here. They still work together, but more likely this side is for.
Oh, okay, I see what you're
and
saying.
this side is for this.
So this is why you're looking at different organ systems potentially
Yes,
with
yes.
the tumors. Well, that's wonderful. As you can see, if you're dealing with something that's chronic, you have a health condition you'd like to see remediated, finding an acupuncturist is a key part of that. If you're interested in seeing Mathew Kim for services, check the link at the bottom of the YouTube channel, and you can certainly look up Mathew and his practice and see if he's near you. And if not, take a look and find yourself a well-educated, well-trained, and experienced. So yes, out of school is great. They are still learning. I think you probably say after 11 years, you're still learning from patients every day, aren't you?
Every day.
Yes.
Each patient is my teacher.
Yes.
Even it seems like same condition, same issue, but it can be totally different cause
causes.
and totally different response from acupuncture. So I learn every day from every patient.
I think that's why I enjoy acupuncturists, is because they do understand that we're each unique. And they use the tools and the training they have to listen to our bodies. So thank you. Join us in the next section. We're going to ask Mathew to actually show us. So while you may not be an acupuncturist at home, likely not, I mean, you've got, 3 years plus, graduate school, you might say, of education, he can show us some simple things that we can do using either acupressure and or electrical stimulation using a small piezoelectric device. So we're going to talk about some things that you could do at home and practice right along with us on the video in order to resolve some fairly basic problems or challenges. Thanks.